Hi everyone, welcome to JK CoDEVERSE. I hope you're having a great day. And in previous video, we learned about minimal structure of OpenApi. I hope you are getting used to that Swagger tool like Swagger Editor, writing your OpenApi specification. In this video, we are going to learn the complete info object. In minimal structure, we have everything, right? Title, info, and paths. But in info object, as name suggests, information of API, not the OpenAPI specification, information of your API. We write all the details of that within this info object, and we are going to get the answer now in this using this Swagger Editor. Let's get started. As I said, there is a minimal structure. I explained in this previous video, so I'm just writing that again. Info. And within that info we have a title. Here it's a title of API. Let's say our API is a Avengers and name is Avengers. It will store all the information of the Avengers and it will perform operations regarding that. Let's say title and version. Here it's a version of API, not the Open API. And another mandatory object is paths. It's not mandatory to define that. Okay. And once again, what happened? Paths object. Okay. Since we are writing in YAML, like and markup language, after this colon, we have to leave space. See, it's okay. Like we are going to write the object name and colon, but after this, we have to provide space. It's a YAML structure, the syntax of YAML. I also explained that you can watch my playlist, the Swagger playlist. Okay, so this is the minimal structure. In this this Swagger UI, you observe that API name, version of the API, and OpenAPI specification version, and no operations define this specification. Okay. In this video, we are going to learn complete info object, right? So I'm just separate this. Okay. In info object, we learn title and version. And another thing is description. Description. We're going to write the short summary or the oral description of the API, our API, like what it will do. Like list of Avengers. It will insert, like let's say, it will insert new Avenger details, and using this we can get all the Avengers details like that. We can write, see, the description comes here in UI. After this description, there is one more thing called as terms of service. As of now, ignore this error. Let's say you installed one app or you're going to log into some website. It will ask you to accept some terms, right? Some agreements it will ask. So that agreements we are going to define here and we'll store somewhere and we'll provide that URL here. So it should be URL HTTP. Let's say we are going to use the secured one, and Avengers dot terms dot com. Okay, if you observe, it will come here, terms of service, and if we click on this URL, it will go to this URL, avengers.terms.com. As of now, we didn't create this website, right? So that's why it will show this ID can't be reached, because we didn't recreate it, but it will go to this URL, observe URL. So this is about terms of service. And another two objects, this one, contact and license object. I'll explain here only, like it will come under info object. As name suggests, contact details of the API. Let's say I'm using API, I need some guidance, I need some help, or I want to provide the feedback. So whom should I contact? We'll define here contact of the API. And license, as a name suggests, license, the API's license name or URL, whatever, identifier, whatever, we are going to define in this object, license object. See, first we'll learn contact. In contact object, we're going to write like name. This is the API support. We're going to provide the API support, and we can provide email also, like whom should we mail if we need some guidance or feedback. And let's say jkcodeverse at gmail.com. I'm not promoting here, just jkcodeverse at gmail.com. And another one is URL. We can provide the website, a site link which contains all the contact details like HTTPS. Mm, let's say uh, let's say support by jk.com. If we observe here, these related to this contact details, API support website. It's a website. If you click on this, see support by jk.com, it will go to this URL. Ignore this error. Concentrate on this URL. It will go to there like via created website. And if you click on send email to API support, it will relate it to this email. Okay, it will relate it to this email. If we click on that, it will open and it will try to send to an mail to this email, okay, to this jkcodeverse at gmail.com. So that's about contact object, contact of the API. Another one is license object. So as I said, all the license details, all the API's license details. Let's say the license name is Apache some version 3.0, the license name. And URL for that license, Apache Avengers, URL. And one more is identifier. Identification, like these API's license identifier. So that's about this. See, at license should not have additional property identifier is coming. We can write identifier. As of now, we'll just put it some string. See, it will come like structural error at info license. You shouldn't be confused because this identifier object has been removed from this 3.0.3. This specification relates to some versions also. In previous 2.0 version, maybe this identifier object exists, but now they are removed. So in 3.0.3 that I'm using, in this identifier, they removed this additional property. Okay. See, Apache 3.0. This is a name of the API, license. And if we click on this, the URL is this apache.avengers.com. Apache.avengers.com, that URL we provided here. That's it. The API support name, see API support, and the URL is this. Name and URL. Name will be displayed here. If you click on that, it will take to this URL and the email. That's it. So yeah, that's about info object. I hope you learned something now. And in next video, we are going to learn servers object, which is one of the important object in the API perspective. Yeah, we're going to learn that in next video. Thank you. Have a good day.